everyone. Welcome to class. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Chelsey, and I will lead you through this 45 minutes beginner to intermediate Vinyasa yoga class. We're going to focus on the sixth chakra today, the third eye chakra. And to get started, we will lie down on our bellies in belly shavasana. So come down onto your stomach. And I'll encourage you to overlap your hands and place your forehead on the back of your top hand. Start to widen through your elbows, let your shoulders relax. And know that if this is not comfortable for you, you can turn one cheek down to the mat or come into fetal position on your side, something that serves your start to class. Doesn't have to be belly shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. So the sixth chakra, the Ajna chakra, Ajna meaning to perceive and command. It's located right in the center of your brows or forehead, in your third eye. And its purpose is for pattern recognition. It deals with issues of image, with intuition or visualization. Sometimes we can have delusions, meaning we are excessive in this chakra. Anadea Judith, in her book Eastern Body, Western Mind, she says, we see the way by learning to recognize patterns. Too often we look at something only until we recognize the pattern, and then we stop. Insight is the ability to see within, the aha of recognizing a pattern. Seeing where it relates to the larger picture and seeing what it means. So before social isolation, I was busy. I was stressed, I was unhappy. And I often recognized my familiar pattern. I was too busy during the day, filling my calendar with meeting after meeting, leaving no time for interruptions, and getting upset when those interruptions came anyways. At night, rushing off to teach yoga, or get in a workout, or do one of the million things on my checklist. I would burn out. I would get sad. I would recognize this and then go into an extreme of self-recovery, doing nearly nothing for days, withdrawing from every aspect of life. And then I'd repeat. Now, during social isolation, I've had time to reflect. The time to go further from not only pattern recognition, but to insight. I knew I was overwhelmed because I was busy. But why was I busy? The answer was to fill a void. And why did I need to fill a void? The answer was because I was not satisfied with my life. And why was I not satisfied with my life? The answer is because I was not focused on what brings me joy and peace. Things like my family or long walks outside. I finally had time to reflect and step further into the delusions I had created for my life. This is the sixth chakra at work. And all it took was a pause, a moment to go further and continue to ask why until the root was exposed. Gently place your palms underneath your shoulders and press back to child's pose. Big toes touch, knees wide, arms stretch out in front. Third eye to the mat. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, fill up your lungs. Exhale, release. Breathe in, feel your rib cage expand. Maybe your ribs graze your thighs. Breathe out, let it go. Now gently walk your hands over to the right side. Left hand comes on top of the right. Drop your third eye back down and press back into your left hip. You'll feel a strong stretch through the left side. Walk your hands through center, all the way over to the left. Right hand comes on top of the left, third eye drops. Press back into your right hip, feel the stretch through the right side. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing here. Walk back to center. Come forward for tabletop position. Tuck your toes and find downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, shake your neck, get comfortable here. Spread your fingers out wide. Now press down into the earth, shrug out of your shoulders and let your tailbone point back. A deep bend in your knees can help as we start. Then lift your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. And bring your knee forward, set up for an early half pigeon with your knee pointing towards the top of your mat. Always the option to take something, a blanket, a block under your right hip. Sit up nice and tall. This is really early, so we want to be gentle with ourselves. Press down into your right leg, into your left leg to lift yourself up, square your hips. Then gently lean over to the right, swing your left leg around to the front. Janu Shirshasana, legs with your right foot inside. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, fold forward. Reach your fingers towards your toes or towards the earth. Let the crown of your head reach towards the top of the room. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, walk your hands back. We'll bend through the left knee and plant the left foot. Tuck the right foot in a little bit underneath the left. Sit up nice and tall, half lord of the fish. Arms reach up, take a breath in. Twist to the left with your breath out. Left hand drops behind, right arm hooks onto the left leg. Gentle twist. Belly button pulls in. See if your sides can help you twist, activate through your abdomen. Inhale. Exhale, unwind. Left leg goes back. Hands plant, find downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, shake your hips. Press into your hands, come out of your shoulders and let your tailbone reach for the sky. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Half pigeon, knee comes forward. A nice angle through the shin. Set up nice and tall onto your legs. Press down into both legs to create an even platform and lift through your chest. Gently lean onto the left side. Swing the right leg around. Janish your Shasana legs with the left foot on the inner thigh. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach forward. Long torso folds over the right leg. Inhale, lift through your chest. Exhale, bend through the right knee, plant your right foot. Scoot the left foot under your right leg, sit up nice and tall. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twist to the right, half lord of the fish, right hand back, left elbow hooks. I got it right that time. Pull your belly button in and let your side abdominals help you twist. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Cross through your ankles and come back towards your belly. We'll find a Sphinx pose with our forearms down onto the mat. Fingers spread wide. Toenails will press down into the earth. Then tighten through the knees. Let your kneecaps lift. Now tuck through the pelvis. Lift the abdomen. Then start to pull your chest in through your shoulders. Look forward as you let your heart shine towards the front of the room. All right, now tuck your toes under so that you're nice and high on the balls of your feet. Keep pulling the pelvis down, tight through the abdomen. Take a breath in. Then squeeze through the belly, press into the arms, come into forearm plank with your breath out. Tailbone tucked. Gaze is forward towards your thumbs. Breathe. Let your knees drop. Walk your hands back towards tabletop, then find downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees, start to walk forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Rise to standing, reach up. Forward fold, breathe out, fold down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, step back for high plank. Pause for the breath in, tighten through the belly. Breath out, low plank. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, lift the heels, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, walk forward, forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Rise to the top, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, step back to high plank, pause, inhale. Lower down, exhale. Lift your chest, breathe in. Lift your hips, breathe out. Good, inhale, lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees, travel forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Rise to standing. Breathe in, reach tall. Forward fold, let it go. Halfway lift. Chaturanga, high plank to low plank in one exhale. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Start to settle in. Back to downward facing dog. Feel nice and warm here. Next, inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your right leg towards the sky. Exhale, runner's lunge. Pull the knee towards your nose. Step forward. Find your foundation. So right hip pulls back. Most of the weight is in your legs. Chest forward, creating nice and long space for your lungs to breathe. Take a deep breath in. Long pyramid with your breath out. Start to straighten through the right leg. Anything that you need to place underneath your hands is completely acceptable. Find blocks. Find something to help. Or you can continue to bend a little through the right leg. We'll pull the right hip back in line with the left. And bring our nose towards our knee to stretch the back side of the leg. Start to shift back forward towards runner's lunge. Bend the right leg. High crescent. Arms sweep up overhead. So the legs stay the same as runner's lunge. Arms reach up. Maybe you widen your stance slightly now that we're in the standing posture. Continue to breathe. Press weight down into your right heel to create a strong point and activate through the right leg. Take a deep breath in. Warrior two with your breath out. Drop the left heel, open up. Sink down into the right leg. Oh man, we're on a roller coaster today. Look down at your right big toe and let your tailbone point directly down. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Right arm reaches up. Exhale, down dog warrior. Cartwheel your hands to the inside of your foot, then walk them over to 45 degrees. Spread your fingers wide, then press down like downward facing dog. Your upper body will feel length. Now energize your heels together to activate your legs. Stick your tailbone out behind you and continue to externally rotate through the right leg. That will turn on the back right leg, the back glute here. Then see if you can lift the right side, the right ribs off of the right leg. Lengthen through the right side. Again, start to walk your hands back towards a runner's lunge. Take a deep breath in. Step the left foot to meet the right with your breath out. Inhale, chair pose. Fingertips sweep onto the ground, then fingertips lift up. Squeeze your inner thighs together, pull your belly button in, sit down, tailbone points back. Inhale, lift your right leg up, standing knee raise. Exhale, figure four. Have a seat. Right foot crosses over the left. Same motion like chair in your left leg. Continue to breathe. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold, halfway lift, breathe in. Take Vinyasa, breathe out, move back towards downward facing dog. Left side. Next inhale, left leg lifts for three-legged dog. Exhale, runner's lunge, pull your knee towards your nose, plant the left foot. Nice and tight through the right leg. Pull the left hip back and spread open through the chest, look forward. Inhale. Exhale, long pyramid, straighten through the left leg. Tuck the left hip back, keep pulling it back. Then fold over, nose towards your shin. Feel stretch through the back side of your left leg. Press down into the ball of your left foot like you're pressing into a gas pedal. That will help deepen the stretch, help turn on your front leg. As you exhale, come back to runner's lunge. Inhale, high crescent warrior. Arms sweep up, chest lifts. Nice and strong here. Squeezing through the inner thighs to help balance. Tuck the pelvis under, pull the belly button in. Inhale. Warrior two, exhale, right heel drops. Start to sink down. The external rotation through the left hip will help you see your big toe. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, down dog warrior, cartwheel your hands down, walk them out 45 degrees. Find downward facing dog in your chest. Press your hips back. Then magnetize your heels together, both legs pulling in. Press your tailbone back. And externally rotate through the left leg. You'll feel a lot of action here. See if you can separate your left side from your left thigh. Walk your hands back towards runner's lunge. Take a deep breath in. Step your right foot forward with your breath out. Sweep your fingers, inhale, chair pose. Good. Breathe in, pull your belly button in towards your spine. Breathe out, sit a little bit deeper. Inhale, weight into your heels. Exhale, sit a little bit deeper. Good. Standing knee raise, left knee comes into the chest. Figure four, cross the left ankle over the thigh. Have a seat. Come back into your chair. Right leg is strong. One more breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Take Vinyasa, breathe out, come back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees, travel forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. As you come to standing, let your right leg lift with you. Grab for the front of your shin and pull your thigh towards your belly. Flex hard through the right foot and drop the right hip down. Option to stay here. Option to interlace your pinky fingers around the big toe and start to straighten through the leg. Even if you have to stay a little bit bent, this is a nice option for you. Or you can extend through the leg, press the heel forward, reach the left hand up. Breathe. Inhale. Eagle with your exhale, release the foot, wrap through the right leg. Right arm comes underneath. Breathe in. Have a seat with your breath out. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Let the inner thighs roll back towards the back of your mat. And then shift your shoulders on top of your hips. All right, unwind your eagle. Find your standing knee raise. Then come to warrior three. Swoop the right leg back as your chest starts to move down. Find upward facing dog through your upper body. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and draw them down your back. Drop the right hip to turn on the left. Take a deep breath in. Nice and slow, step the right toes back to easy twist. Left arm up. Keep the right hip pointing directly down so the twist comes from your chest. Inhale. Exhale, palm plants, find downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift your heels. Breathe out, bend your knees, come forward, forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Rise to the top, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. Take Vinyasa or step back to down dog with your exhale. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, travel forward, forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Start to stand up, bringing your left leg up towards your belly as you do. Grab the shin, drop the left hip down. Get nice and strong through the right leg. Then option to take your peace fingers around the left big toe, holding here, or extending up, foot forward, leg nice and straight. Inhale. Exhale, eagle. Left leg over, left arm under. Breathe in. Have a seat as you breathe out. Maybe you wobble around a little, it's okay. Sit down into your hips. And focus on the upper body this time. Elbows lift to shoulder height. Then pull your elbows forward like someone is pulling on a string to reach them towards the top of your mat. This will spread your shoulder blades wide. Good, breathe in, come back to standing knee raise. Breathe out, warrior three, left leg swoops behind. Find upward facing dog in your chest. Drop the left hip to activate. Keep a micro bend in your right knee. Inhale. Easy twist, exhale. Drop the left side down and twist to the right. Hips stay square. Gaze looks up. Breathe in. Breathe out, right hand plants, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees, come forward, forward fold. Halfway lift. fold down. Rise to standing, fill up. Forward fold, let it go. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, flow. Find your way back towards downward facing dog. Last vinyasa. Or you can skip it. Inhale, lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees, come forward, forward fold. Stay right here. Shifting the weight towards your toes, towards the balls of your feet. Then gently lower down into tabletop position, all the way to your belly. One cheek can find the mat. Belly Shavasana. Stay in your belly Shavasana, finding your breath. Each time we recognize a pattern, we move towards wholeness. Opening the third eye allows us to see the bigger picture. It allows us to transcend our egocentricity and find deeper meaning inherent in all things on a day of Judith. I want you to think about your patterns and move forward with the affirmation, I see all things in clarity. I trust my intuition to lead me through the self-study to the real heart of it all. I see the big picture. I see how I can break the pattern, turning from where I am now to where I want to be. Bring your chin to center. Hands can come underneath your chin for a little platform. Then tuck the back toes under, lift the knees. We'll take a series of locusts. The first one, we're only using our legs. So keep the upper body planted. Tuck through your pelvis, take an inhale. Exhale, activate through the backs of your legs, lift your toes. Turn your pinky toes down towards the ground. Breathe in. Lower your feet with your breath out. Good, legs come together, toenails plant. This next locust will take with the upper body only. So interlace your fingers at your tailbone. Elbows go wide. Press down into your toes, lift your knees, tuck your pelvis under. Take a breath in. Straighten through your arms with your breath out. Start to lift your chest. Shoulder blades move down and back. One more inhale. Exhale, lower. Okay, last time we will put it all together. Interlace your fingers, tuck your toes under, lift through your knees, elbows wide. Breathe in. Breathe out, tuck your pelvis under. Inhale, straighten through your arms, lift your chest, then activate through the backs of your legs, lift your toes. Pinky toes point down, shoulders move down and back. Breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out, lower down. Opposite cheek can come to the mat. Bring your chin back to center and plant through your forearms. So come back to the forearm stance that we had earlier, setting up for Sphinx. We'll tuck our toes under, straighten through the knees. Tuck your pelvis under, inhale. Exhale, press into the elbows. Use your abdomen to lift up to forearm plank. Shoulder blades reach up towards the ceiling. Pelvis stays down. You can stay here holding your forearm plank, or we'll move to dolphin. Start to lift the tailbone and walk your feet in like downward facing dog. Press into your forearms, shrug out of your shoulders. You can bend your knees to let your heels come down. Continue your strong breath here. Option to stay here. Option to move towards forearm stand if that's in your practice. Or lift the right leg, three-legged dolphin. Right toes point down. Continue to shrug through your shoulders so that you're nice and lifted through the upper body. Breathe. Gently lower the right leg down. Left leg comes up. Press hard into your forearms. Let yourself create a long line. Left leg lowers. Walk yourself back to forearm plank. If you've been holding here this whole time, great job. You are a warrior. A few breaths here. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Last inhale. Lower your knees with your exhale. Lift up to tabletop position. Then cross through your ankles and move back to a seat. You're facing the front of your mat. And we'll take a series of seated pigeons. So take your left leg, shin comes in front, toes point, toes flex. Right shin comes on top, toes flex. Sit up nice and tall. If this is not an option for you, you can come to a cross-legged seat with your right leg on top. You can also place something here to bring support underneath the right knee. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, hinge at the hips, reach the palms towards the earth. Let the third eye drop. Walk your hands in, lift your chest. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twist to the right. Use your left hand to start to pull you over towards the side. Then start to walk your hands outside of your right leg. Keep your twist. Inhale. Exhale, nose drops. Feel a stretch through the left back as you root down through the left thigh. Inhale, arms reach up back to center. Exhale, lean over towards the left side. Right hip roots. Heart grows up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. Breathe out back to center. Straighten through your legs. We'll switch sides. Right leg comes under. Left leg comes over. Take any adjustments to this pose that you need. Then we'll inhale, arms lift. Exhale, fold, reach forward. Drop your head. Walk your hands in, lift your chest. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twist to the left. Grab onto your knee. Let your shoulders reach to the side. Bring your palms outside of your left leg. Keep your twist. Inhale. Exhale, drop your chin. Ground down through the right side. Feel a stretch through your right back. Both arms reach up to center. Breathe in. Lean over to the right with your breath out. Root through the left hip. Grow through the heart. Inhale. Exhale back to center. Okay, legs come out in front of you. Gently lower down onto your back. Come all the way down long. We'll take a fish pose to close. So take your hands, palms plant down, and then walk the hands underneath the hips so that your backs of your hands are touching your glutes. Flex through your toes. And with your breath in, start to pull yourself up onto your elbows. Let your elbows walk underneath you if they need a little bit more. Then pull your shoulders back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together so your chest lifts. Take a breath in. Gently look back with your breath out. Continue to pull your chest forward like there's a string pulling it through your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, gently lift the head. Walk the elbows out. Lower back down onto your spine. Hands release. Take a full body stretch. Breathe in. Find Shavasana with your breath out. Final resting pose. Release any tension you're holding. Maybe it's in your shoulder blades. Maybe it's in your neck or your jaw. Let it go. Take a slow breath in and a gentle breath out. Bring small movements to your fingers and your toes, your wrists and your ankles, your elbows and your knees. Then reach your arms up overhead, full body stretch. Pull your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a big hug. Slowly find one side for your fetal position. Prepare for your awakening. Use the strength in your arms to press yourself to a seat. Eyes stay closed, hands move to heart center. I hope you enter this next week being able to move past only pattern recognition and into insight. Maybe that will create a new pattern for you. It is the light within me that is honored by the light within each of you. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for tuning in this week, tuning in for class, tuning into your third chakra, sixth chakra, third eye. I hope that you have a fantastic week, and we will see you next time. Bye.